What up, fam? It's Naj back with another Bodycam reaction. Apparently, being a school teacher and being drunk is a thing. This seems to be happening, or at least being brought to my attention more and more. And as you can see down below, actually, I'll read out the summary of this. So, Bodycam footage shows a third grade teacher being questioned by Oklahoma police for allegedly showing up heavily intoxicated on the first day of school, August 17th. The video shows Kimberly Coates awkwardly denying being drunk before blowing a 024 during a breathalyzer test. Coates would later admit to drinking late the night before and the next morning on the way to work, but denied having any alcohol on school property. The school resource officer pressed her, referencing her cup of juice. Want to try again? That there is wine, said the officer. This is wild, man. This is wild. I already had some thoughts prior to watching this, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit of see a little bit what they have to say first.
So, just observing you in classroom, it looks like something's off a little bit. And so I've asked Officer Dean to come in here and visit with it. Have you taken anything that's, do you have a prescription for anything that maybe you have taken today that just seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning?
I did take some medication last night to help me with sleep because I have some anxiety stuff, but that's I can't think of the name of it right now, but I could look it up when I get home.
So you haven't taken anything while you were at school?
No.
Okay. Now, one thing I would tell you is, for your appointment, I want you to be truthful. And so, would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
If I needed to, yeah.
Okay. You don't have to, but if you're willing to do it, that helps us.
Have you taken any sort of medication today?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you taken any medication today?
I did take some medication this morning for my anxiety.
What did you take this morning?
I think it's called clozapine. I'm not very good with
Did you
that.
take it here at school
I took it this morning.
while you were here?
Yeah, right before I came in. Yes.
Okay.
That's the first issue. Maybe this isn't about to play out how I think, but showing the hesitation right there, saying that you took it at school, they're gonna tell you go get that bottle, and you know you don't got no bottle there at school.
Is that a prescription? Because you changed your story a little bit. Now you said you
This
took.
was last night.
Yeah.
Well, I took one last night and then I took one this morning because my anxiety was really like that
Well, that's understandable, but so what time did you take it?
this morning.
Whenever you took it last, what time was that?
I'm not really for sure.
Where's it at? In your car? In your classroom?
No, I had one. I took it I put it in my pocket and then I took it.
You put it in your pocket?
Yeah. Because I didn't want to bring the whole bottle in.
You do know that if it's a narcotic, you have to have it in the bottle, right? Or you can be charged with it?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's going to be in the prescription bottle.
And
That's one of the benefits of watching not just true crime videos, but just law videos and all these things in general, because I end up finding and learning a bunch of things that I didn't know. Right? I didn't go to law school. I am not a lawyer, not in the police field or any of that stuff. I just have an interest in these type of situations, primarily because of Raina. But also, you just learned a lot of different things. You got to have that, which makes sense. You can't be walking around with drugs in your pocket without the actual prescription bottle.
I want you to understand that I care very much about you, okay? And I need to make sure you're okay. I need to make sure that you're safe, and I've got to make sure that the kids are safe. So we're just trying to help you and make sure everything's okay, okay? Because this is, your demeanor, like I told you earlier, is just a lot. So if there is anything that you need to help, please so that we can help you.
I mean, I'm having a hard time with some depression stuff, and
Did you drink something while you were here at school?
not while I was at school
When did you drink something?
last night.
Okay. Not here at school, because it seemed that it changed. I mean, your demeanor kind of changed. Anything here at school?
I wouldn't bring it into the school.
Okay.
Are you gonna blow doubles?
It's basically saying she drank last night and this morning, but not on the school, premises.
Zeros?
I don't know.
You should know. If you didn't drink anything, you should blow zeros. If you drank something recently, it's gonna show it. Let's find it. It's just,
So what's going to happen?
I'm not gonna do anything with you.
Well, I'm asking Mrs. Bowles.
Well, I'm just going to be honest, Kimberly. I'm concerned about you. I have a responsibility to take care of the kids.
Right.
And it's not going to be my decision.
It's my decision. So let's see what happens.
All right.
Alright, so you're gonna blow into it like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? And you're gonna keep blowing until I tell you to stop. Until I tell you to stay. Until I tell you to stop, okay?
All right.
Alright, give it a second.
I don't know how to do this.
You're just gonna blow into it like you're blowing up a balloon as soon as I tell you to. Alright, take a big deep breath. Blow, 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 blow. Alright, stop. Good job. You gonna tell me the truth? How much you had to drink?
I drank last night.
There's no way you drank last night.
No, I did drink last night.
Did you drink at school? Is what he's asking you. Tell us the truth.
I didn't drink at school.
That wouldn't blow that right there.
You blew 2 times the legal limit.
I did.
Yeah.
Here's our drink that you have. What's in this drink?
That's a Diet Coke.
Is there anything liquor in it?
Nope.
So if I go into the classroom, am I going to find anything else?
Did you go to your vehicle and drink if we go out and search your car?
No.
So where did the liquor come from? Did you leave campus?
Not today.
She drank on the way to school,
Have you?
or probably before she left the house. Probably did it at the house, and she just playing mind games because she didn't technically drink at the school or on the school premises. She drank that morning, and she did drink last night. So when the police officer said, "Did you drink last night?" Well, he said, "There's no way you drank last night." She said, "I did," which is probably true, but you also drank this morning before you left the house.
This thing is pretty accurate.
No, I know it is.
So-
I know it is.
You blew like a .24.
I don't know what that means. What's
Legal limit's .08.
okay?
Golly. She blew a .24, and the legal limit is .08. Yeah, that's 3 times. Golly.
Do you drink often?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just trying to understand why.
I'm seeing a counselor. I'm seeing a counselor about it. So
What's interesting is sad because you can kind of tell that she's struggling, probably like mentally or depressed or whatever it may be. She's probably got some personal things going on in her life, but at the same time, you're putting similar to the same things I said at the last video. You're putting kids at risk you're putting, not necessarily at risk, but you know, like they don't get the best education that they could possibly get. They're not getting the best out of you. You're not showing up the best, and you're performing your job intoxicated, right? To the point where they can tell just based off of your appearance, your personality change, all those things that they talked about. So it's just, you know, it's sad both ways. It's sad because you can tell she's going through some stuff, but also it's sad because you do have a responsibility specifically with dealing with kids. The difference is, I believe she blew higher than the other lady that we looked at earlier last week, or whatever day that was, maybe Friday, Thursday, late last week. She blew higher, and she got arrested, but this individual isn't getting arrested. So I don't know if that has to do with state laws, but that's pretty interesting.
You haven't had anything to drink today?
Not since, well, so 3 a.m.
Your expert opinion, she's under the influence.
Well, I mean, you want my honest opinion? I think she's probably a functioning alcoholic.
Would she blow that
So you could and be normal and like be.
and not drink today?
Well, no, because she's had to have drank sometime today.
Like even it was 3 a.m.
Do you want to blow one more time on a different
I don't
straw
want to.
to see if it changes?
No. I want y'all to tell me what I have to do.
I just want you to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the counselor for my stuff. So,
Do you live here in town?
I live in Stillwater.
Do you have anybody that's there that can come pick you up?
My husband's he's still in school working.
I'm not going to go through the entire test, but stand with your feet by your side, hands down to your feet, side to side. Heel to heel, there you go. Alright. Just follow the tip of my pen. Your eyes are eyes only. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
You drank recently.
What's interesting is she actually performed this specific test much better than the last lady. And I'll put like a little video clip, not clip, but like a link on this video so you can see the one I'm referring to. But this actually looks much better than the last individual. She's moving ahead, but it's not as horrible as the last person.
Yeah, she's intoxicated.
I see. Do you know your husband's number? Am I calling?
I don't want you to call him.
Well, I can't let you leave. If you leave, you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, I'm going to rush you for DUI.
So I need somebody to come pick you up.
Call an Uber,
Yeah.
a Lyft.
Or you can resign.
Wow.
Honestly, yes.
I know I've been having a hard time. I just, am I gonna get fired?
Honestly, yes. Or you can resign. You're under the influence at school with kids. That cannot happen.
And not just be that it's in my blood system, and that's why it's.
Unless you were drank a shit ton
Well,
at like 8 o'clock this morning, I don't know how you could still be that high.
Yeah, like I said, it's crazy. It's sad because you could tell she does need help, and you can tell that she is, she said she's seeing a counselor. So hopefully she can get that worked out, but you can't do that at a school with children. Like, that's especially 3-year-olds, you know. It's even bad for, you know, college, right, where kids, or not necessarily kids, but young adults, teens and early adults and adults, you know, it's even bad for that. Probably, I won't say worse, but specifically around third graders, kids walking around 8, 9 years old, that's just messed up, you know. But you can tell she does need help. Let's see if there's anything else. Lexi's getting arrested.
I don't want to.
You want to go to jail with
No.
multiple charges?
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please don't do this. Please, I just want to talk to you. Can you just talk to me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, will you just please talk to me?
I've tried talking to you.
Well, you're not talking to me now.
Talking's over.
Well, what about my stuff? Please let me call somebody. Please, I will call somebody right
I
now.
got a body camera.
I've got a friend right here in Perkins.
No,
Please,
you're under arrest.
please don't do this.
It's too late.
No, please.
Wait, what happened?
Are you gonna call someone?
Well, I don't. I used to have everybody's numbers, but
This was just a month ago. Why can't she just call a Lyft or an Uber? It's not like this is 15, 20 years ago. She only has one person to call. If you don't have nobody, why not call a Lyft or Uber? Yeah, this is a sad situation all the way around. You can see her there getting arrested. Primarily because, like I said, she does need help. Clearly, she needs help. At the same time, you can't do that around kids. It's not like you're working a job where, you know, you at a desk all day on a computer and there's no, you know, children involved or anything like that. Because even that's bad, right? Because you're at work and you're performing your job intoxicated, which isn't giving the best to your, you know, your job, your employer and such. But to do it around kids and supposed to be teaching them and helping them develop, you can't do that. You know, that just can't happen. So hopefully she gets the help that she needs. But yeah, that's not the situation that she needs to be in currently right now. So let me know what y'all think about this. Am I missing something? Am I not getting the full story? I've seen a lot of people, a lot of comments at the bottom. I didn't necessarily go through them all. Let's see. I'll just read maybe a couple of them, maybe a few. The fact that she was drunk at work, parentheses, with children under 10, no less, became secondary to her lying and utter lack of humility. Being under the influence often tends to magnify who you really are. Yeah, it says, I see a lot of sympathy for her in the comments, and initially I was very empathetic, but it dissolves away as I witness her. Yeah, I mean, I agree, because, you know, you can kind of see that, like, even the way she was responding and, like, pulling her hand away and such, was about to catch a second charge, you know. Like I said, it's sad, especially with her being older and, you know, losing your job at that age, or, you know, having to resign, which is technically the same thing, just looks a little bit better, to potentially get new employment. But, you know, it's a sad situation. Hopefully she gets the help that she needs and can bounce back from it, you know. But yeah, under those circumstances, you don't need to be around kids, let alone teaching them. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some comments down below. I would like to read y'all opinion and see what y'all have to say about this. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit the like button, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.